Good evening. Let us discuss today's current affairs. The Kaveri water issue again in the limelight, as Tamil Nadu state government have filed contempt petition. The Supreme Court asked the central government to do the Kaveri distribution in the time frame. In February, the Supreme Court gave 6 weeks time to the central government to provide the framework for Kaveri water distribution. But as we all know, Kaveri water issue is related to Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, and Karnataka elections are scheduled in the middle of May. Till the elections are over, it seems that there won't be any solution for Kaveri water distribution, where even the Supreme Court is pressuring the central government, but the government is not completely ready to take a stand on Kaveri river water distribution and framework. This is an important thing which you have to take a note. Apart from that, we have few important issues regarding Janata Dal Secular. As we all know, Karnataka elections are going on. In Karnataka, Janata Dal Secular, JDS, which was being headed by Devegowda and his son Kumaraswamy, though they may not get the complete voting, their role is like a kingmaker. So their support to either to Congress or BJP is going to make a difference, as in Karnataka election there is a prediction about hung assembly. And the Supreme Court judgment on Subhash Kashinath Mahajan versus State of Maharashtra is still occupying a prime position in the news. As you all know, the Supreme Court have given many guidelines with respect to SC/ST Atrocities Act and cases booked under SC/ST Atrocities Act. The case is again have come up. There are 3 demands from depressed classes. Demand number 1 is the central government should immediately pass an ordinance to overrule, that means to surpass the judgment, the guidelines given by the Supreme Court. And the second thing is the acts and immunities relating to the SCs and STs should be posted in the 9th schedule, so that there cannot be a judicial review and there can be a blanket immunity from the judicial review on all the issues relating to the Dalit, so SC/ST and Civil Rights Act. Apart from that, on April 2nd there was a Bharat Bandh. On that day there were many Dalit activists who were arrested, and now the demand is to release all these activists. As you all know, recently the Supreme Court gave many guidelines with respect to SC/ST Act. Guideline number 1, there is till now anticipatory bail is barred. Now anticipatory bail can be given if there is no prima facie case. Anticipatory bail can be given. Second, if they want to arrest any common man, at least senior superintendent of police should give permission. Point number 3, if they want to arrest any government servant, there should be a written permission of appointing authority. If they want to provide anything related to the government, any arrest of the government servant, there should be written permission. So all these things, many experts are saying, might dilute the intent of the SC/ST Atrocities Act. At the same time, the Supreme Court is saying that it has to protect the cases which wanted to take revenge on the upper caste. All these things are making a lot of difference. Let us see what is the central government's stake in this issue. Next important thing, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have said that Iran had lethal nuclear weapons, and Israel has a lot of reports that Iran is continuing its nuclear deal. But what all report Israel got, it is the pre-nuclear deal, the pre-Iran deal. Now, before May 12th, Donald Trump, the American president, has to take a call on the extension of the peace deal with Iran. There is every chance that Trump might go against this deal, continuation of the deal. Apart from that, there is an issue of elevation of Uttarakhand Chief Justice into judge in the Supreme Court. Central government is not taking a stand on this issue. Now the issue is going on whether the central government can reclaim its space which it is lost to the judiciary in the recent past by taking many calls on various issues where the discretion of the judiciary and the central government come in conflict. let us see what is going to happen with respect to Justice Joseph, who is now is in the position to get elevated from Chief Justice of Uttarakhand to the Judge of the Supreme Court. Apart from that, there is an important issue that is going on in the world. Very important issue that is going on in the world. The particular issue is Windrush generation. Windrush generation. What is this Windrush generation? This issue is related to the Britain. As you all know, the British Prime Minister Theresa May apologized in the Commonwealth Summit to the 12 Caribbean nation leaders for the inconvenience and anxiety caused to those countries. Actually, Windrush generation, the word Windrush have come from the naval ship Windrush. The Windrush generation means the people from Caribbean nations who came to Britain after the Second World War for labor works. After the Second World War, Britain have faced lot of labor shortage. After the Second World War, Britain have faced lot of labor shortage. To undo this labor shortage, to help the Britain, many countries, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, from most of the Caribbean countries, so much of labor went to Britain. So now Britain has to take a stand. Their jobs, their existence, their identity is being questioned in Britain now with respect to British immigration policies. So now there is a lot of anxiety that is going on in the Britain. The British Prime Minister Theresa May has apologized 12 Caribbean nations for the treatment of the people for so-called Windrush generation. What is this Windrush generation? The Windrush generation refers to the immigrants who were invited to the UK. The Windrush generation refers to the immigrants who were invited to the UK between 1948 to 1971. Between 1948 to 1971 from Caribbean countries such as Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Barbados, etc. Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Barbados, etc. The name derives from the ship MV Enterprise Windrush. The name Windrush derives from the ship MV Enterprise MV Empire Windrush, which on June 22, 1948 carried 500 Jamaicans to the UK. Later on, it carried more than 500,000 Caribbean people to the UK. The immigrants came at the invitation of the British government. The Windrush generation, the immigrants came not by their own volition but by the invitation given by the UK government, which was facing labor shortage during that time, that is in the aftermath of Second World War. The 1971 Immigration Act gave Commonwealth citizens who were already living in the UK to remain in the UK. Now there is an anxiety after anti-immigration policy. There is a fear of deportation of Windrush generation people, losing their jobs. Old people got denied of basic services, basic social welfare schemes. All these things is raising many eyebrows in the world about UK's future policies, and a lot of immigrants throughout the world in the UK are really anxious about their existence in the UK. Apart from that, you have various issues with respect to Kaveri water, with respect to Karnataka elections, and with respect to, and especially there is an article about Mizoram. In the state of Mizoram, there is a lot of clamor towards football, and many children were taught of football, and we cannot imagine the football game in India without the participation of Mizoram. And this sportive spirit should exist throughout the country wherever new sports and games are possible, and this will actually uplift the India's image internationally to gain 100 gold medals in the Olympics. So we can nurture sports, for example in Kerala like rafting, in the states of Haryana like wrestling, in the state of Andhra Pradesh like basic tennis, all these things. According to the state, we can develop so many different sports so that we can also cultivate a new activity. These are the important current affairs today. Thank you very much.